Okay, hello guys.
Hello.
Welcome. I am here. Welcome. Today we will have a class with the teacher with teacher Tere, and we will review a little bit of something called parallel structure. Okay. First than anything, I just want to be sure that everybody can see me and see her. Let's see. One second. One second. Yes. So I will just minimize this so everybody can see see Tere. And Tere, can you see the dialogue box?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. How is this? How is the sound, guys? Can you hear us well? Can you hear the teacher Tere? Teacher Tere? How are you, Tere?
I'm
Welcome.
doing well, thank you.
How how was your day? How are
Oh,
you
it was
doing?
pretty good. Pretty good. Still inside, but pretty good.
Yeah. Well, where do you live? You have like a club with a pool? No, it's like a private.
Yes, but the pool is closed in all the
Ah, of
areas
course. Yeah, of
closed.
course.
Yes,
Yeah.
until the pandemic is over.
Okay. So yes, look, they can see you. Hi, teacher
They can
Tere.
hear me. Yes. Hi.
Yeah,
It's so cute.
yeah, they can hear you too. Perfect.
Good.
Um. Okay. So.
Hello.
Let's see. Yeah. So we will start, guys, reviewing something called parallel structure. All right. Which in general, it just means that you need to be careful with list of words or with how to say it, like you need to take care when you see different sequences of words, all right, because all the words should be written in the same way. Let's see. Many sentences present information in series or lists. The series may have 2, 3, or more parts that all have the same grammatical structure. This is known as parallel structure. Okay. So what they will do in this section, guys, is that they will mix up words on the TOEFL test. En el examen, chicos, lo que nos van a hacer es que nos van a revolver tipos de palabras. Ajá. Nos van a poner, por ejemplo, she's beautiful, she's smart, beautiful, and careful. Is this correct or incorrect? This is correct. We have 3 adjectives, but maybe you will find she's beautiful, smart, and carefully. Van a encontrar adjetivo, coma, adverbio. ¿Sale? O van a encontrar verbos con el artículo de, como de discover, ¿no? Y debería de ser de discovery, el descubrimiento. Entonces, Tere, could you help us reading this list
Yeah.
of examples, please?
Okay, we're going to read these series containing nouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, or phrases. So nouns, here we go. Vitamin C is destroyed by heat, storage, or exposure to air. Now, adjectives. The criticism that taking vitamin C supplements is a waste of money is considered to be inaccurate and unwarranted by some. Now we go to verbs. There is evidence that vitamin C prevents heart disease, speeds wound healing, and helps gum disease. Adverbs. Vitamin supplements can be prepared naturally and synthetically. Phrases. Large amounts of vitamin C can be bought in the form of crystals or in the form of granules. Was that clear to
Was that clear
everyone?
for you guys? ¿Se fijan cómo nos están mencionando tres cosas del mismo tipo? O sea, deben de rimar más o menos. Ahorita la profesora Tere nos va a explicar un poquito algunos tips. Fíjense cómo aquí tenemos, la vitamina C es destruida por calor, almacenamiento o exposición al aire, ¿no? Un error sería que aquí dijera, por ejemplo, exposure. ¿Se fijan? Un verbo que estuviera heat storage and exposure, expose, así, que estuviera un verbo con otros dos sustantivos. Ajá. Normalmente estos los van a reconocer muchísimo en el examen porque son listas de 3. Ajá. Entonces, vamos a ver, como aquí, ¿qué significa inaccurate and unwarranted by some? ¿Qué opinan? Nada más que está un poquito retrasado.
No, no te
Por eso se tardan un poco. Entonces, aquí lo que nos está diciendo es la crítica que tomar suplementos de vitamina C es un tiradero de dinero, es tirar el dinero.
Exacto.
¿Sí? Es considerado como inexacto y sin garantizar y no garantizado por algunos. Ok, entonces, fíjense cómo aquí el verbo está
no avalado, te voy a decir, sí. No avalado en este aspecto.
Ah, gracias.
Ok, no avalado.
No avalado, sin avalar. Ok, entonces aquí en los verbos están en presente simple. Ajá, presents, speeds and helps. Ok, igual aquí tenemos naturalmente y sintéticamente. Ok, vamos a ver. Otros dos ejemplos son estos. ¿Me ayuda, maestra?
Sí. So now we'll go to the gerund. Claims for vitamin C, such as reducing stress and improving athletic performance, have not been scientifically demonstrated.
Entonces, fíjense cómo los dos verbos están con ing, ¿sale? En gerundio. Y el infinitivo. Por favor. ¿Me ayudas, maestra?
When people get scurvy, their cells tend to disintegrate and to fall apart.
Ok, entonces los dos están to disintegrate, to fall apart. Un error común que van a encontrar en el examen es que les van a poner tend for disintegrating or to disintegrating y luego and to fall apart. ¿Vale? A ver, entonces chicos, ¿tienen alguna duda? Ahorita nos fuimos un poco rápido porque ya hemos revisado qué son los sustantivos, adjetivos, adverbios y frases. Entonces, bueno, a ver, vamos a esperar. Me voy a esperar tantito. Vamos a escribir un ejemplo que tenga adjetivos. Vamos a describir cualquier cosa y vamos a mencionar 3 adjetivos, ¿sale? Puede ser my friend Laura is A, B, and C. Or my house is A, B, and C. My homework is
A, B, and C.
The TOEFL test is what? How is the TOEFL test?
Exactly.
Es una enfermedad, Hugo.
Examples.
Es una enfermedad como anemia. Ahorita te digo la traducción.
Which one?
Scurvy.
Well, their scurvy is not really, go ahead and you do it, and I'll let you do that part.
Yeah, it's just scorbutus. It's a disease. A condition caused by a severe lack of vitamin C in the diet. Ok, entonces vamos a esperarnos a que hagan sus ejemplos con adjetivos. Se los voy a marcar aquí. I will line it.
Okay, let's see. Let's do the first ones.
Escorbuto, okay. I didn't know that word. Okay. So, teacher, and when you study English in school, do you see these particles? Adjectives, verbs, adverbs, phrases?
We see everything, but we learn it in a different fashion. And the way to learn it is pay attention to grammar is very cold and difficult in some the best way is practice it, and you need to see if the sentence or the phrase or the list is cohesive. It has to be cohesive, parallel and cohesive. It has to make sense. Like if you see inaccurate and unwarranted, it even sounds right. So yeah, look at cohesiveness and look at what makes sense, because you won't have time to actually start with logical assumptions because you have little time to complete the test. So you can only spend a certain amount of time in each question. So the best, again, is by elimination, process of elimination. I cannot stress that enough. For these types of tests, it's very important to begin by eliminating.
Okay.
Okay, process of elimination.
Okay, yes. So here we have some examples. They are starting to write. Table test is hard, difficult, and long.
Unwarranted, no avalado. Aquí en esta, because remember, it's interpretation of, it's not translation, it's interpretation of what's being said, Alondra. So in this case, no está avalado por algunas personas. Okay, eso es, digamos, la interpretación en este caso.
Okay. ¿Cómo ves los ejemplos?
The TOEFL test is hard, difficult, and long. Yes, that's good. The spring days are considered. No, we have to rephrase that, Ranchelito. Okay, you don't need to put the. Spring days are considered to be fresh and rain. No, we can't. Freshly is not a good word. It's not. That's not. We have to rephrase that.
Porque no es como fresco, ¿verdad? De ambiente.
Yeah, no, it's not a word. Not for there. So you have to regroup that. It's not correct.
Okay.
Okay.
I liked Gabriel's example. My English class is interesting, enjoyable, and intense.
That's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect.
My dog is black, big, and awesome. Good. My house
yes.
is... My room is big, clean, and nice. Okay.
Good.
My house is small, orange, and cute.
Good.
What about this one? I think
my English classes sometimes are challenging, but no, that's you have to. No, that one you really have to work on that one, Frank.
Sí, Frank.
Yeah.
Difficult, nada más.
It has to be difficult, but then you're gonna put gerund, challenging.
Yeah.
You have to say difficult and not challenging. You have to a challenge. You can say a challenge. And satisfactory, not ing. You have to take away the gerunds. The ings are not here. We're doing adjectives. Okay?
And remember that English is always with mayos, Frank.
Okay. Yes, capital E.
I'm not sure if Spanish is the same. Do you know, guys? I don't know.
It depends on the phrase, right?
Yeah, it depends.
If you're speaking about the language, I think it should be capitalized.
Okay. So thank you, teacher. I would like we see some examples of wrong sentences like this one. Why you think it's incorrect, teacher?
And I'm going to refer to what one of our students did. Remember, I just talked about gerund. That's why this is wrong. I like to sing and dance, not dancing. Because you see, there's no cohesion between singing. It would have to say singing and dancing, but we're not talking about gerunds. We're talking about just plain verbs, Okay? So right there is, I like to sing, I like dancing. Nope. I like to sing and to dance. And then if you're going to put gerund, both have to be gerundio. Both have to be gerund, singing and dancing.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, teacher.
Okay.
Here we have other examples of conjunctions or words that need to have the same structure. This is like a list. So if I have either and I have an adjective here, I need to add an adjective then. There,
Yeah.
like either A or B, both are letters. Either A or 10 is incorrect because the words don't belong to the same group.
Yeah, and they're not cohesive. Exactly.
Could you help us
Yes,
with the
it could be.
pronunciation?
Now, the pronunciation on either, it could be either or neither. That is a more formal pronunciation. Either or neither nor. You can also say either or neither nor. All right, so both are correct. And then next it's both and, not only but also. Whether or.
Okay. So now, guys, let's do an example with not only but also. Okay. And we will combine it with adjectives again. Right? So, no solo, pero también. Paula, is it necessary to put to before all verbs? No, it's not necessary. No. But because the first one had it, the second one needs to have it too.
I have a question with adjective. You have to follow any sequence rule. No, the sequence would be, again, cohesive, parallel and cohesive. It needs to make sense.
And usually adjectives go before the noun, Marlene. The red car.
Yeah.
The beautiful girl.
Not the girl beautiful.
Okay. My friend is stubborn, handsome, and grumpy. That's a good one, Alejandra.
Not only salty, but also spicy. That's very good. Luis said,
yes. Is that
only
a saying?
Salty, but also spicy.
Yes, Marlene, there is a rule about the order of adjectives, but sometimes they change the order depending on the emphasis you want to say. Like if I tell you the beautiful, smart girl, is because, or the smart, beautiful girl, I'm doing emphasis in a different adjective. ¿Te fijas, Marlene? A veces depende del énfasis. Si tú quieres decir que, por ejemplo, the beautiful 30 years old teacher. Just an example, no? But here I'm giving emphasis to beautiful, but, or maybe it could be the 30 years old, beautiful. So I'm paying attention to the 30. Entonces, el adjetivo que sea más importante es el que mencionas al inicio, Marlene. Sí hay algunas reglitas, pero depende del énfasis también que quieres darle.
Y son flexibles. They're flexible rules. My parrot is not only funny, but also clever. Yes, very good. That's good. My mother is glad. My mother is happy, and my father is funny. We have to do not only, but also. You can do that, Patti. Not only.
Ok.
You can do that. 'Cause,
Aquí está, mira.
yeah, my boyfriend is not only loving, but also forgetful.
Is
Very
this
good.
correct? Loving in this sense?
Yes, it is. Well, actually, no, because yes, it is. Because we're just doing conjunctions. So not, yes, he's a loving boyfriend.
Ok.
And he's also forgetful. So yes.
Angelica is asking a good question. Is it incorrect? I like swimming and playing.
No, it's not.
It's correct.
It's correct. Not only anger, but also
Angry. No?
not only angry, but also loud. Yeah, because anger is not, that's a different meaning. Not only angry, but also loud. Not only my mom, but also my dad are from another city. Victor, another.
Another city. Okay.
Okay, another. Hay un orden para.
Ay, perdón, se me
She's
movió.
talking.
Igual,
Nope.
Alondra, no
Exacto,
necesariamente.
not really. Here you can say la orden de los factores no altera el producto. You can really say that there, Alondra. No matter what adjective you put. Sister's not only intelligent, but also funny. Very good. Could you say an example with either or neither, please? She wants an example. Elizabeth wants an example with either or neither, either and neither. You are either with me or against me. We will neither do this at the beginning nor at the end.
Neither nor es como ni, Eli.
You're probably going to do it in the middle, but we're not going to do it neither at the beginning nor at the end.
At the end.
Okay? My classes are both challenging, not only challenging, but also interesting. Hugo, my classes are not only challenging, but also interesting. Okay.
I'm neither handsome or ugly. Este está incorrecto, debería ser nor. De hecho, este es un tipo de ejemplo que nos van a poner en el examen. O sea, nos van a combinar conjunciones, las van a mezclar. O sea, les van a poner.
And here would be, I'm neither handsome nor, you know. Neither nor. That's a good for neither nor. Okay.
Was weather? This is a good question. Has weather the same pronunciation that weather?
Yes, it does. Listen to both. The weather is nice today. Whether or not you are going to do this does not matter. Did you see there's no difference? The only difference is the spelling, and that's where you're going to know how to apply the meaning of the word. Weather is climate.
And so it is the same. Is it the
same pronunciation, different spelling, depends on the what you want to say. Yes. The meaning.
All right. My brother is not only noisy and stubborn, but also a good person.
Yeah, not only, but also. Yes, that's perfect. And he actually put and.
Yeah, this was a good example.
Which is correct. Which is correct. Yeah. You're going to wear a face mask. whether you are sick.
Or,
We have to do neither nor, right? So you're going to wear. That needs to be corrected,
okay.
Montserrat,
Neither
okay?
or nor.
Yeah, you have to do another one for yourself, but using neither or nor,
Or nor.
right?
Neither or nor. Sí, sí, sí. Vamos a
Neither
usar
nor.
ejemplos con
Okay.
neither
Yeah.
y nor. ¿Sale?
Okay, use that, yes. Okay. The cat is not only noisy, but also aggressive. Yes.
Okay.
The cat is with an I.
Is. Ah, sí, sí, sí. The cat is. Pues a ver,
Is.
entonces, mientras escriben sus ejemplos, Tere,
Okay.
te voy a mostrar a ti en pantalla para que
Okay.
nos platiques un poquito, so you can tell us a little bit about some recommendations for this section, because we have very, very few time. I was amazed about what we talk.
I know, we do.
Yes. So, guys, I was talking with the teacher Tere about what recommendations she can give us on this section, because we have too little time.
Yes,
Right?
so let's get a couple of
Sí.
examples, remember?
Así que nos estabas comentando, maestra, que algunas recomendaciones, como lo de no ponernos a analizar en ese momento qué es, sino lo de las rimas.
Yes, you need to see what is, again, cohesive and what makes sense. And the way to do that is practice. Say to yourself, read out loud. Read, can we go to an example, honey?
Sure, yeah.
Read out loud. So I want to give you an example so that you can listen. Okay, there you go. This is a sample item, and it's a very good example. San Francisco, my hometown, I even like it better. San Francisco has a pleasant climate. Now, how does this one sound? Let's do A. So, San Francisco has a pleasant climate, exciting scenery, and many fascinating neighborhoods. Listen to the sentence and you tell yourself if it makes sense. I'm going to B.
Yeah.
San Francisco has a pleasant climate, has exciting scenery, and many fascinating neighborhoods. C. San Francisco has a pleasant climate, that the scenery is exciting, and many fascinating neighborhoods. D. San Francisco has a pleasant climate, the scenery is exciting, and many fascinating neighborhoods. With what I have read, because you're going to be reading this when you're taking that test, which does not make sense to you? So you can eliminate them immediately.
All right.
For me, which doesn't make sense? D makes absolutely no sense. C makes absolutely no sense. So then we are A and B. Do it again. You do it real quick. San Francisco has a pleasant climate. There's a comma. Exciting scenery and many fascinating neighborhoods. You see? Look at the punctuation. It has a comma. San Francisco has a pleasant climate, has exciting scenery, and many fascinating neighborhoods. Why? Ask yourself about B. What I would say is, why do we put the word has? Do we need the word has in there? We don't. It's extra. Because look at the comma. San Francisco has a pleasant climate, exciting scenery, and many fascinating neighborhoods. Can you hear how it makes sense and it's very cohesive?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So that's what I want you to, that's the shortcut, because you're going to be pressed with time. You're going to have very little time and you're not going to be able in basically all parts of the test to be logically constructing grammar and seeing, oh, well, this grammatically, does this make, just cohesive, makes sense, simple, and the basics. And the way to do that is eliminate. Eliminate what doesn't make sense. Okay? See? A. There you go.
Muy bien,
They're all,
chicos.
oh, somebody did D. Hold on, go up. We want to see the one that made a mistake and we want to know why.
Ajá.
Letter D. The scenery is exciting. I'm going to read it again and maybe you can. San Francisco has a pleasant climate. The scenery is exciting and many fascinating neighborhoods. It does not make sense.
Como que te trabas, te detiene este is.
Yeah, because that comma is very important. And I want you to remember this. North Americans and English is they want to keep it short and simple. Spanish is more florid. We have a very florid language. North Americans want to keep it short and simple.
Okay.
The more words, no, Americans don't like a whole bunch of words.
Yeah.
They want to make it to the point.
Sí, sí, sí.
That will help you, okay? To the point.
Entonces, chicos, lo que nos está comentando la maestra es que fíjense debe de tener cierto ritmo, debe de rimar, ¿sale?
Yes.
Por eso es que es súper importante hacer muchos ejercicios de práctica para que se automatice el proceso. Y por eso es tan importante que sigan leyendo su libro en inglés, porque le ayudamos a nuestro subconsciente, ¿no? Entonces, obviamente, si ustedes están dudando entre dos opciones, sí pueden detenerse a ver, pero no nos va a dar tiempo de ejercicio por ejercicio pensar, ok, este es de este tipo, este es de este otro tipo, este es el sujeto y el verbo. ¿Se fijan?
And Frank made a good point. He immediately eliminated B.
Yeah.
Because it already has, and then it's repetitive. That's what I'm saying. It needs to be short and simple, not repetitive, not too long. So that those are shortcuts that I call shortcuts when you're taking a timed test, when time is of the essence. And I would also encourage you to time yourself. When you do a mock test, do you know what a mock test is? A fake test, a practice test? Okay, then time yourself.
Sí.
All right?
Mañana les voy a subir, chicos, una lista de muchos ejercicios de estructura. Les voy a subir 2 practice test completitos. Y la actividad va a ser que practiquemos hacerlos así. La primera respuesta que te venga a la mente, esa, contestamos, y a la que sigue, y la que sigue, y la que sigue. O sea, como rápido, rápido, rápido. Y practiquemos la habilidad con el tiempo.
And if you get stuck on one, si se atoran en una, go to the next one. And then come back when you're done.
Okay. Yeah,
Don't stay too long on one question.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yes. I really recommend it. No se detengan en una, que si se empiezan a atorar, sáltensela y vámonos con la siguiente.
Con la siguiente, y luego regresan.
A ver, entonces, ¿cómo ve, maestra? Que revisemos ese otro ejemplo.
Let's do this one. Vitamin C boosts immunity against colds. I'm going to go with A. Counteracting asthma and helps maintain good vision. I don't know. There's a gerund there. Vitamin C boosts immunity against colds, counteracts asthma, and helps maintain good vision. C. Vitamin C boosts immunity against colds, will counteract asthma, and helps maintain good vision. D. Vitamin C boosts immunity against colds. It is counteractive to asthma and helps maintain good vision. Which one would you eliminate? Tell me. I want process of elimination. Tell me. Tell me which ones are incorrect. All right, let's start the other way around. So your mind can be in that position. Okay, B is the right one, by the way. All right, B is the right one. Why? Because it's in the present tense. There's a comma. It is counteractive to, which D, that's so long, and what do you mean it is? Will counteract is future tense, and we're here in the present. Counteracting is a gerund. There's no way there's a gerund here. So yes, B is because it boosts, counteracts, and helps.
Mhm.
You see, it makes sense. It's fluid. That's what I want to, the sentence needs to be fluid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
What did you
They,
say C? Who said C? Why did you
mm,
say C? Eliminate D and C. Perfect,
yeah,
perfect. See, so
eliminating. They are
they
eliminated.
eliminated. Now look at what you guys did. You guys went really fast, and I'm really proud of you that you immediately said B. But I did not want you to do that. I did not ask you to do that. So pay attention to instructions. Very important. I asked you to eliminate. It's just more, of course, if you're sure about the first one, that's okay. But most of them, some of them are harder than others. Eliminate first, because that way you will only have two to choose from. You see? That's why
Mhm.
it's so important to eliminate.
Sí, sí, sí. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, teacher.
Okay?
Mhm.
All right.
Okay, so now guys, we will work together with the activity that with one activity of real TOEFL examples.
Mm-hmm.
And the most interesting thing is that we will do it with timing. Something that can take a lot of like steal time from you is try to trust yourself. A veces les va a quitar mucho tiempo que dudamos demasiado de las respuestas. Entonces, recuerden que no tenemos mucho tiempo para dudar. ¿Sí me explico? Entonces, eliminamos y confíen en sus respuestas. Vamos a la que sigue, la que sigue. Eso les va a ayudar a reducir el nivel de estrés. Uh-huh. Vamos a hacer este ejercicio con control de tiempo. ¿Sale? Vamos a hacer estos 6 y van a tener ustedes 6 minutos. ¿Vale? Todavía no las escriban en la pantalla o... Sí, todavía no los escriban. ¿Sale? Vamos a tomarnos 6 minutitos y hagan así. Vamos a hacerlo rápido. Léanlos en voz alta. We will read it loudly. So you can
Yeah.
recognize the rhythm and the harmony, as Gabriela said. Okay? So we will read it for you and try to recognize the sound. Okay? ¿Nos ayuda, maestra, a leerlas?
Sí. So, in the human body, phosphorus compounds are found chiefly in the bones, brain, and nervous. Look at the commas. But this is harder. This is a harder exercise. All right. But look at the commas. Punctuation, very important in this exercise. But this is especially important. And when I read them to you, listen to my pause in the commas. I'm going to read it again. In the human body, phosphorus compounds are found chiefly in the bones, brain, and nervous. So you have to eliminate the underlined word that needs to go. That is incorrect.
Entonces,
should I go to the next? You tell me if I go to the next one.
Yeah, please, teacher.
2. Pipelines are continually inspected for leaks and for damage caused by such conditions as freezing temperatures, heavy rain, and soil erode. Okay. 3. The sounds produced by a musical instrument, to whistle, or a siren have 7 frequencies at the same time.
Entonces, aquí está nuestra coma.
There's a comma there, and there's a comma here, and that's it. Okay?
Voy a marcar los que son de la lista, digamos.
Yeah.
Ok, vamos con el 4.
4. Plastics used to make textiles can be drawn into fine threads, then woven or knit into fabrics.
Ok.
Okay? Insufficient protein in the diet may cause a lack of energy, stunted growth, and lowering resistance to disease.
Okay.
Number 6, chemical substances called hormones, many of which are proteins, control such processes as growth, develop, and reproduction.
Ok. Bueno, a ver, ahora vamos a decirles cuáles son las respuestas correctas. We will tell you what are the right answers or the correct answers.
And then you're going to look at why if you made the incorrect answer, you're going to see why. You have to study that, right?
Yeah.
How about if I read read them with the correct answers? Is that okay?
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
Perfect. So, in the human body, phosphorus compounds are found chiefly in the bones, brain, and then you have to get rid of D.
Yeah.
D is wrong. That would have to say, and the nervous system. That would be correct. And the nervous system. Okay? But that's wrong. Okay.
Okay.
So.
Next one.
Okay. Pipelines are continually inspected for leaks and for damage caused by such conditions as freezing temperatures, heavy rain, and soil erode. Soil erode is incorrect. It would need to say soil erosion. So that's wrong. Okay?
Fíjense cómo aquí les meten un verbo, chicos. Que no te erode es el verbo.
Yep. I erode, you erode, they erode. Anything that can be conjunct is a verb. Anyway, number 3. The sounds produced by a musical instrument, to whistle or a siren, have 7 frequencies at the same time. Well, to whistle needs to go.
Yeah.
Okay. The sounds produced by a musical instrument, whistle should not be in there.
Okay.
I could say whistling or a siren, that would be correct, but this is incorrect.
I don't know how.
Whistling.
No, whistling.
There you go. Okay. You eliminate the E for the gerund.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Number 4. Plastics used to make textiles can be drawn into fine threads, then woven or knit into fabrics. D needs to go.
Yeah.
Woven into fabrics. Knit is extra.
Yeah.
Either you wove them or you knit them. Same thing. Repetitive. Yeah. Okay?
Y aparte están en pasados participos, ¿verdad?
Drawn and knit.
Woven and knit.
Knit. Ya, tejer, tejido.
Sí. ¿Y cómo sería tejido?
Knitten.
Knitten.
Okay. And it's extra, it's knitten. But it's wrong, yeah. It's a different tense and it's wrong.
Okay.
Doesn't even make sense. Number 5, insufficient protein in the diet may cause a lack of energy, stunted growth, and lowering resistance to disease. Number D needs to go.
Yeah, this is very obvious because it's totally different, right?
It's so obvious there, it's very obvious, but the other ones are not so obvious.
Yeah.
But this is obvious.
Yeah. Can you see, guys? ¿Sí observan que aquí de los 3 elementos no concuerda en absoluto con los otros?
Lack of energy, no. Lowering resistance, no. You can say maybe lower resistance.
Okay.
But that's it, yeah.
Lowering resistance. Okay.
6, chemical substances called hormones, many of which are proteins, control such processes as growth, develop, and reproduction. Number C needs to go. It should say development. it would be, the correct would be development. Okay?
Okay.
So when you, if you got some of these wrong, you need to practice to see, you need to ask yourself why you got them wrong. And then, so that it can make sense to you, oh, no wonder I got this wrong. Okay? Because it's not cohesive. Either the sense is wrong, or it's the phrase is wrong, or they just don't have any rhythm. They're not rhythmical.
Fíjense.
When you, right? When you write, everything has to be in rhythm, in sync, when you're writing.
¿Cómo ven, chicos? Thank you so much, teacher. Yeah, this is
You're
so
welcome
useful.
so
This
much,
is very
teacher.
useful because when we start like translating it, sometimes you think everything is correct. And you don't pay attention to the verb tenses, to everything. So this section, it's pretty useful, and we need to practice and practice and practice and practice.
And remember the timing.
Yeah. So what we will do, guys, tomorrow, I will send you 2 complete tests of the structure section, and you will have 25 minutes to answer them, each one, which is the real time on the test. En el examen real tenemos 25 minutos para contestar 40 preguntas. ¿Sale? Entonces, mañana les voy a subir 2 sets de 40 preguntas y se van a poner un cronómetro de 25 minutos y vamos a contestarlas así, una tras otra, para ahora empezar ya a practicar esta semana velocidad. ¿Sale?
¿Cuánto dijimos que es por pregunta? ¿Unos 25 segundos o 20 segundos?
No, son 40 segundos por pregunta.
40 segundos por pregunta también, ¿verdad? Lo pueden hacer así.
Sí. Y recuerden saltarse las que no conozcan, que se están entreteniendo demasiado, sáltensela. Teacher, le están dando las gracias, mira.
Oh, thank you. You are very welcome. Anything I can do to help you, it's my pleasure.
Thank you so much, Tere.
You're welcome.
Today was very
intense.
Not only intense, but also useful.
A lot of fun too. We have to make it fun.
Yeah.
Breathe and make it fun. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
I want to show them something very interesting about rhythm and English words, which is called alliteration.
Alliteration.
No, un segundito, creo que lo escribí mal. Es alliteration.
Alliteration.
Yes, alliteration. So alliteration, guys, are it's one way to create nicer sentences in English, where the first letter from 2 words starts with the same letter. Let me give you some examples. Alliteration.
There you go.
En inglés lo usan muchísimo. En español no tanto, pero sí, en inglés sí están. Thank you for the thistle. Veritable bakery. Para trabalenguas lo utilizan.
Muy bueno. Very good. Let me read that one for them.
Yeah, please.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Ahora, vamos ustedes a pronunciarlos en casa. A ver, ¿no lo pueden repetir otra vez, maestra, por favor?
Yes. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
This is very common, right, with kids?
Very common.
Yeah. Now your turn, guys. Please. Can you read it loudly in your house?
Yeah, read it.
Read it. So I will give you, I will give you a few seconds so you practice reading it at home. And I will just follow it with the mouse, okay? I think I cannot, teacher. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of
Piper. If Peter Piper.
Piper is okay again. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's a peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Yeah, I need to practice it too.
Very good. Well, that was a hard one. That was a hard one.
That was a hard one. So, thank you so much, guys, for tonight. That's all. Eso es todo por hoy, chicos. Nos vamos vamos a tener, cada semana les mando un mini test. Entonces, el de esta semana sí va a ser con control de tiempo. El día de mañana no hay sesión. Nos vemos hasta el día lunes. ¿Sale? Sí les mando el material, las palabras y les voy a mandar los 2 test de grammar. Y también el fin de semana, bueno, los avisos parroquiales, the announcements. On Sunday we will have a lesson for writing for IBT, okay? And I will give you the corrections of your essays. Okay, les vamos a revisar grading para IBT y ya van a tener sus correcciones de los ensayos que han hecho, ¿vale? Okay, thank you, teacher. Tere, thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.